Next up, and the second main topic that was sent in to us for today's show gets sent to us by Frank Castle Jr., who writes, isn't he dead? Anyway, hey guys, I've been really excited for the Black Adam movie for like 5 years now, and it's hard to believe it's actually on the way. Did you see The Rock's Instagram post about it today? He says that Black Adam will represent a shit in power. I think he probably meant a shift in power. A shift in power in the DCEU. Do you think that Black Adam is actually going to be a major shift in direction for the DCEU, or do you think Dwayne is just doing his usual great Mike Skills promo? All right. Thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yes, look, he's not even exaggerating. I still remember it was like 5 years ago at CinemaCon that they announced Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is going to be Black Adam, and Dwayne Johnson came out on stage, and everybody in the auditorium, we were all excited, and he's talking about how he's going to be like all this kind of stuff, and then nothing happened, and then nothing happened, and then nothing happened, and years passed, and years passed, and years passed, and now apparently finally they're going to start shooting this thing this year. Well, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who's very active on social media, took to his social media and he said this, posting yet another ridiculous beast mode picture of himself. The Rock writes, "The hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change. Training and prep for Black Adam has been a grind, but the passion project outweighs the sacrifices, truth, justice, and the Black Adam way. Hashtag eye for an eye." I wonder if that gives us a little bit of an insight into the movie. Hashtag anti-hero, hashtag Black Adam, blah, 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 blah. So in the words, again, of Dwayne Johnson here, that the hierarchy of power is about to shift. There's a couple of ways of looking at that, Rob. Number one, like Frank Castle Jr. said in the email, this is just The Rock being The Rock. Like, give The Rock the mic, let him promo your thing, and he'll promo the hell out of it. So maybe it's just a promo piece. Or another way you could look at it was Dwayne Johnson giving us a little bit of insight of, is Black Adam essentially taking the place of Superman? Yeah, because in the hierarchy of power in the DCU, there is one clear king on the mountain, and that's Superman. Clearly, it's Superman. Is that about to change? We know they've been moving away from Superman. So, Rob, in this message that The Rock is giving, is there something to be gleaned, or is it just him promoting the film? How do you see it right now?
I think there absolutely is. Because if you look at the DCEU, and I mean the EU, the universe where characters can potentially cross over, we've seen a pivot away from what Zack Snyder was doing with this sort of more realistic look at Superman and Batman. And instead, they've embraced, look what we've got. We've got Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman 84 is coming. We've had Shazam. And even though Shazam didn't make a lot of money, it's a pretty well-regarded film. People liked it. They weren't talking smack about it the way Batman v Superman was talked smack about, the way that Man of Steel and, of course, Justice League. So these movies have embraced more of the larger-than-life whimsical fantasy elements. Certainly Aquaman did that, and that's why I liked it. Wonder Woman, of course, you've got the Immortals, you've got the Amazons, and with Steve Trevor being, I guess, resurrected maybe by the gods, and then you have Cheetah. They're embracing a more mythical, larger-than-life bent to the DCEU, and if you include Shazam, and now we include Black Adam, what they've done is now you're going to have 4 movies. That's a cinematic universe that embraces the high fantasy of, say, DC Comics of the 60s and 70s. So they've pivoted away from this relentlessly grim, dark superhero universe, and they've embraced more, I don't want to say it's more CW-esque, but they've gone for that more high fantasy element. And I'll tell you, Black Adam totally represents that. The whole Shazam, well, the sub-universe, we know that Superman's in the Shazam universe, so they can even add a new Superman. And I think it's kind of cool. I think Black Adam, of course, you know, we've seen him in Kingdom Come. He definitely exists. He's a great power player in the DC universe. So seeing him in the cinematic universe makes sense to me. And I think they're going more in that direction anyway. So It's going to be the movie that comes out after Wonder Woman 84, which has fantasy elements as well. So maybe I wouldn't be surprised, dude.
And I got to tell you, I like the little foreshadowing they did, the two little foreshadowings they did in Shazam for Black Adam. Of course, in the one scene where the wizard Shazam is telling the story, you see kind of the shape of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Black Adam. And then, of course, the great end credit scene in Shazam where they're sitting around. It's like, wait a minute, there's one empty throne. Who's that supposed to be for? And then the camera pans in, and it's like some really good little foreshadowing they did. And are they going to build? Here's what I don't know. I don't know if they're going to start to build the DCU around Black Adam. I don't think they're going to start to do that. I don't
think they're going to do that.
Yeah, I think that would become a mistake. The way they were trying to build it around Superman, I don't think you can do that with Black Adam. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do, where they go. But like a lot of people, I'm just happy they're finally getting around to doing this when it started to look for a long time like it was never going to happen. Question here is, guys, what do you think about the comments by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson regarding Black Adam and the hierarchy of power in the DCU? Do you think it has significant meaning? Do you think it's just words? Are you looking forward to this movie at all? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right.